Hey everyone, you're with Tesla Tom. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel where I discuss all things Tesla, electric vehicles and renewable energy. If this is your first time to the channel, hello and welcome. Please take a moment to hit that red subscribe button. That way you stay informed of any new content and it also helps my channel to grow as well. Today we're going to look at software update 2020.32.2, which is the latest software update to drop in our Tesla Model 3 performance. There's a whole bunch of new features, including this one. Let's press the lock now. And hey presto, the windows are winding up. How good is that? So we're going to look at all that and much more right after this. Well, there are 4 new features to software update 2020.32.2, which we're going to look at right now. The first one is car left open notifications. Let's read through it together. A mobile notification will be sent if the trunk, the front trunk, or any door is left open for over 10 minutes. If all doors and trunks are locked, a notification will be sent if any window is detected to be open 10 minutes after leaving the car. To adjust which notifications get sent, tap Controls, Locks, Car Left Open Notifications. Notifications will not be sent when the car is at home if Exclude Home is selected. Now this is a really handy thing to have because I think it caters to the paranoid owners like myself. I've demonstrated before that the car does have a walk away lock function, but sometimes you might get a little bit anxious like myself whether the car has been locked or not. So this is really handy. So after 10 minutes, if the car detects that any car door, including the trunk or the boot I should say in Australia, or the front trunk or the frunk is left open, and that's after 10 minutes, you get a notification on your phone, which is really handy. We're going to test that out as well today. And of course, I leave this car unlocked at home in the garage, and so there's an Exclude Home setting as well. And also, if your window is unwound for any reason and all the doors are locked, then there'll be a notification as well sent to your phone. So let's have a look at that right now. Let's go to Controls, Locks, and down here under Car Left Open Notifications, we've got 3 settings. We've got Off, doors and windows. So you can just turn all this off if you're not concerned about that at all. You can just have the doors. So if any door and if any of the trunks are left open, then it will send a notification to your phone and you'll be notified if all your doors are locked, but then if you leave a window open. Of course, if you're the type of person who likes to leave a little bit of the window open on a hot day, for example, then you may not want to have this setting. But of course, there is always the aircon climate setting that can keep running on a hot day if you've locked your doors. So let's try that now. I'm just going to click that to see if that says anything new. No, that's kind of what we've already read. And you can also press Exclude Home, which I will have as well, because we do like to leave the doors unlocked in our garage, like I said. We're going to test that in 1 second. Let's go through the rest of the update first. Okay, so we've also got Close Windows on Lock. Your car can now automatically roll up your windows when it is locked. To enable this setting, tap Controls, Locks, Close Windows on Lock. So I guess that is one step further from that previous feature here. You know, once you've locked your car and your windows are unwound, it looks like the windows will wind up for you anyway. So let's go back to Controls, Locks, and we've got that setting here, Close Windows on Lock. So let's click that. Like I said, I think that will probably counter this one because that one says that you'll be notified if the window is left open, whereas this one is going to close the windows on lock anyway. So I guess that negates that setting. Anyway, we'll give that a test later on. Right, so the third feature to be updated is Notifications History. Easily review current and past notifications by tapping Controls, Service Notifications. For select notifications where additional information is provided in the owner's manual, indicated by a accent sign to the right, tap on the notification to view. So let's have a look at that. Controls, Service, let's scroll down to Notifications. So there you go. There's been a few things that have happened, and what's really good too is that each thing has been time-stamped and date-stamped. So for example, the 21st of August 2020 at 8:30, auto steer temporarily unavailable. That was probably from Autopilot when I was testing it out previously. So that's really good. And like I said, as the update said, if you're not sure what that means, you've got that indicator there to tell you what that means exactly. So that's really good to know. Okay, and the last thing is third-party charging stations. Now this is really handy. When charging at a third-party CCS Combo 2 charging station, the charge port will now automatically unlatch once charging has stopped and your car is unlocked to allow easy removal of the charge cable. Now, I'm not anywhere close to a third-party charging station at the moment. The nearest one is at Sydney Olympic Park, a fair drive from here, so I won't test that today, but essentially what that means is that if you're using a non-Tesla DC fast charger, in the past you've had to unlock the charge port once you finish charging from your phone or from the car, which is a little bit of an inconvenience, but now it looks like the latch will unlock by itself and you can just pull the charger out, which is really handy to know, and we'll certainly give that a try one day when we do go out to test a CCS2 non-Tesla DC charger. So thank you, Tesla, for that. That's really handy. And again, all these features are really good just to make life a bit easier for us Tesla owners. All right, guys, so we're going to test the window roll-up function on lock. We're just looking at the Tesla Model 3 performance. As you can see, the windows are wound down. I'm going to lock the car from my phone. So here we are. There it is, the phone up there. Let's press the lock now. And hey presto, the windows are winding up. How good is that? Very handy indeed. Okay, so the next function I want to test is the notification on your phone if your car is locked and there is a door or trunk or front trunk open. So as you can see there, the front trunk is currently open. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock our car again. Locking the car now. And now what I'm going to do is wait 10 minutes just to see what happens on the phone. Alright guys, so 10 minutes has passed and without fail there has been a notification on my phone. Check that out. Oh, there you go. Hope you can see that, guys. Let me just get my Face ID up for you so you can see. Alright guys, so I lost the notification there, but you'll have to trust me from that freeze frame that there definitely was something from the app showing that the front trunk was open. You can't close the front trunk from the app, but it's handy to have the notification so you can go back to your car and close the trunk or the boot or the doors or wind up the windows, whatever it is that you've missed. Another handy feature in this update. Alright, well, it looks like it's time to go for a customary Autopilot Drive for software update 2020.32.2. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, so we're just heading into Chatswood for our customary Friday night meal. I'm thinking of Malaysian food tonight. I love Malaysian food. I reckon I could eat Malaysian food most nights of the week. So good. Oh yeah, look at that acceleration. Oh, love it, love it. But hey, for safety reasons, just gonna stick to 80 kilometers an hour. Yeah, you can feel the G's when you get there. So good. Anyway, so we are going to test Autopilot for you guys. Oop, sorry about that. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. Temporarily unavailable. Interesting. Okay. Right, we're back. Okay, we're back. Does that sometimes. I'm not sure why exactly. Anyway. We're back on course, so to speak. Now, I'm going to go in the middle lane because I don't want to be accused of being a middle lane hog. Not middle lane hog, right lane hog. Yeah, someone I think commented before. Sticky on the right lane too much, so got to do the right thing. Got to go in the middle lane at the very least. I could go in the left lane, but I think I need to be in this lane because I know, being a local, I know that the road up ahead does fork. Yeah, I guess I could be in the left lane, but hey, the middle lane seems okay for now. Because I want to stick to the right hand side of that fork to head into Chatswood. Not too many cars this way heading westbound into Chatswood. Most of the traffic seems to be going the other way, so we should have a pretty good run. And of course, as a disclaimer for all my Autopilot videos, guys, of course, Autopilot is always beta. Hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. As always hyper vigilant. You never know with Autopilot being in beta. Funny things can and most often do. So, one thing I didn't mention in that rundown of the software update is that we don't have to go on green just yet, unfortunately. In Australia, you've still got to clear all the traffic lights. I guess, you know, it's a good safety thing. Keeps you aware of what's happening when you're on Autopilot. What I mean by that is, as you can see, there's a red line there when you reach an intersection. So the car will stop for you at a traffic light, which is good. That's already amazing in my books, having that feature that it can recognize a traffic light intersection. It recognizes stop signs too, of course. But at this stage, not like in the the US, not like in the US, when it's green, the car does go for you if there's a car in front of you. I think if you're still the first car, you've still got to clear it. But in Australia, we're a bit behind. When the lights are physically green, the car will still ask you to clear the light, meaning put on the accelerator or right stalk a little tap. So not at this stage. Might be a regulatory thing, I don't know. Anyway. The other thing that we don't get currently is the Powerwall 2 integration, which I've seen in some release notes in the US. That may require the new Wi-Fi version 3 Tesla chargers, Tesla AC chargers, I don't know, but certainly in Australia we don't have that yet. So we don't have the integration with Powerwall 2 at this stage. That'll be really good one day to have that integration, so you can, I guess, map out when you want to use the Powerwall 2 to charge your car, set the reserve, all that kind of thing. I think that will be very good to have your energy requirements integrated all in one with your car. As you can see there, I had to tap for the car to recognize that it's a green light. Something else something else this car won't be getting because it doesn't have it is the suspension. So it doesn't have adaptive suspension or smart suspension like the Model S and X's do, like my Model S does. So Model 3s don't have that. So it doesn't have that smart suspension function. So I can't demonstrate that to you. I guess when my S gets it, I probably could. Yeah, that guy. I mean, he's in his right to go into that lane from that side street, but I think the car just freaked out a little bit, which is fine. I was very aware of him doing that. Good example of the emergency brakes kicking in. Thank you, Tesla, once again. I want to show you guys too, Autopilot is very good in stop-start traffic like this. You can set how far you want to follow the car. So I've got it on 3. I'll put it back on 2 for now. You can even go 1, and that's the lowest limit. It really does follow the traffic very closely in stop-start traffic, which is really good. And honestly, I think if you were in like severe, heavy stop-start traffic, which we don't seem to get anymore with COVID, but back pre-COVID, when I did try it, was really good. I reckon it actually reduces fatigue. You don't have to stop-start physically with your foot all the time. The car does all of the work, which is really great. Alright guys, well that was just a brief demonstration of Autopilot, just heading to Chatswood to get dinner. So thank you very much for watching. It's just some of the features available with software update 2020.32.2. I've got to think about it each time before I say those numbers. It's really started to get a bit of a mouthful. Luckily they've dropped that last decimal point. It was getting ridiculous, like point, this point, this point, this. Anyway, 2020.32.2. 4 pretty good features for the Model 3. More for the Model S and X with adaptive suspension. More in the US once again with the Powerwall 2 integration, which is pretty cool. And as always, thank you Tesla, thank you Elon Musk for providing these updates for us over the air. in pretty quick succession, actually. We've had so many updates already in the last 12 months that we've owned this car, so it's been really good. As I turn this corner, I will say goodbye. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're all staying safe wherever you are in this world. Leave a comment below if you've discovered anything I've missed in software update 2020.32.2, which you'd like to share with us. Otherwise, enjoy your updates, guys. Enjoy your evening, whatever time you're watching this. Stay safe, and as always, happy charging.